you're in a bad mood, you can count on it that it will change. When something is not working in society, it will change eventually. There is no if and but about it. How long it takes is another story, but it will change. That is the only constant in life, change. The bad news is it will change.
When you finally have your mission statement, when you finally have something, it's going to change again.
Figured it out,
Yeah.
right? So when you live from that fixedness of having to get it right or having to force your way through life based on your mind, that creates a position of being a victim, I would say, right? Because you always have to fight against life instead of living with life. Yeah, and that always puts you at the effect of life. You have really no choice other than to react. But the more you actually know yourself and know what is true for you, and you follow your knowing, the more you can interact with life and really be intimate with life and play in life and live the adventure of living instead of constantly running after life and trying to fix it in the way that you have decided is right or somebody else has decided is right. And this is at the moment so important. There's so many strong points of views that all have a seed of truth within them that it is so easy to turn yourself into a pinball being banged back and forth. Yeah, I can see that point, I can see that point. No, that's not right, that's right, that needs to happen.
And you end up feeling bruised at the end of the day.
And getting exhausted. So these are very, very intense times. And the thing is that only when you really speak from your heart and your truth can you actually change what needs to change. When you regurgitate, it is not authentic with you, and it's not you interacting with life. It is somebody else's, something that is a construct that interacts with life, but not you. And the change is really brought forth by you being the difference that you are with the interaction of in the world with other people, with other situations.
So this is about, this 35th hexagram reflects our interaction. I was going to say something else. It just slipped my mind. I'm sorry. It's gone.
Yeah, and which is actually a beautiful reflection, because we are so busy in our lives so often, and particularly when that change is happening so dynamically, it's so easy to fall into the swirls and the whirls of this dynamic, and often what is actually required is this pause.
The silence, just going into the silence. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to say, is about speaking. We're in the 35th hexagram, and it's really reflecting it's all about speaking your truth, speaking and doing. So actions and speaking, but a huge component of that is the silence and the reflection before you speak, or are you invited to speak, and just really bringing in that awareness and the heart space, connecting to the heart. Will this really change? Is this what I need to say right now? Am I regurgitating? So it is about speaking or writing or communicating. It's about communicating. We have many forms of communication.
And communication can also be energetic. It doesn't mean that you need to step out there and be a leader to change something. No, you changing something in your energy and not obeying by the oppression and by the discrimination and that is present, and really clearing that within you, that makes a huge change already.
And, a whole bunch of beings on the planet, peppered throughout the planet, shining their light and just being that and beaming it out will change the world. It will change things.
It is changing the world.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that is enough for you. That you only can decide, but having that action of change come from within and your authentic self is way more powerful than tumbling in the change of wave, in the waves of change, change of waves. So really allow yourself that space, that connecting with you. And right now, just take that moment of, take a deep breath and connect with you. Let your energy signature, that space that you truly are, your radiance, your strength. And it might not be that easily accessible. Just, it might be just a small light. It might be a bright fire. It doesn't matter. Just connect with that knowing of who you are. And allow your spirit to free itself from the mind, from the dominance of the mind.
And connect to the depth of your belly, your feet to the earth. Really be grounded and connected to your essence, the body, the earth, this moment.
And throughout this day, take moments to really tune in with yourself. What is actually true for me? What is my truth? And then allow yourself to be from that truth in these times of change, which are very powerful and, in my point of view, overdue almost. So let's all be that contribution as much as we can, by staying true to ourselves and not trying to be someone else that we're not.
And yet at the same time we are a part of the collective, and there's strength in that, like gaining strength from the we rather than the I. Like if I had to change what's going on in this universe right now all by myself, that's kind of scary, kind of freaky. And when I'm with brothers and sisters who are being this energy too, that gives me strength and hope. And that's the progress, the upward progress. We were talking earlier about the leapfrog game, rather you can ping all around, or the leapfrog where you one person crouches down and then you leap over the other, and then the other one crouches down, and then we're in this together. Maybe it's a bit of a lame metaphor, but it's this, we're in it together. We do this together, and just by being and sharing, and getting in little groups, and talking through the feelings and through all of that can really help as well.
And by you being your difference, right? That's
bringing that to
the game. That is so important, that we're not repeating the same or trying getting it right according to some mysterious thing out there, but really being authentic and true to you.
What was that term about it's not profiling, it's
Yeah, I don't remember that, but you get the point, right? Allow yourself to be true to you in those waves of change, and allow yourself to care. Open your heart, care for you, care for what you actually know, and let that be the bit difference that you be in this world, changing.
Yes.
And with that, remember, you are creating
a world today.
And we will see you tomorrow at 9 here at Synergy in Motion.